What's good? What is good? Nos, 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 nos. Good people, what is up, man? What is going on? Many blessings to everybody out there. You know, it's crazy time, crazy world that we living in. Okay, something's weird going on here. Hopefully all y'all hit the like. This is one of Nas' best albums. I think it was better than the first King's Disease. Now, we're going to get into the album because a lot of things went over a lot of people's heads in this album. These two albums here were more like a man's journey. You know, this is more of a grown man's journey. See, millennials who start liking some of the Nas songs he was putting out, he gave y'all a couple of those on here. But now this is a man who's experienced a lot. He talks about life. And he's talking about growth, but he also talks about who he is as a person. While dropping nuggets over and over again. Everybody keeps talking about he dissed Jay-Z on the Millie Watch thing on the store run. Honestly, that could be for anybody. Now, everybody wants to talk about this album so bad, but this was an album I liked immediately when I put it on. I said, man, this is like great. It started off with the right song, like with the pressure. The pressure was one that resonated more with me because it was the essence of hip hop. It talks about the real life pressure of what people, expect of you. You know, some people want Nas to be the old Illmatic Nas. Then they want Esco. Then they want this Nas. So you got the pressure always to live up to the name of being looked at as the greatest rapper in the world. So you got to deal with that pressure every time you go in to make another album. Then he comes out with Death Row East. That basically talks about the Tupac situation because his name always is entwined with Tupac. So the fact that they released those Tupac, that verse that had that line in it for Tupac's, that was all marketing setup because to promote Death Row East. Because a verse like that ain't gonna leak out after 20 years. Nas put that out. Oh, a lot of people said Nas wrote that verse for Lauryn Hill. And I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. But see, I love the Death Row East thing because it was like it was set up by that, by all the stuff that was done in the past. Right? And then he's like, he want to be clear and let people know Stretch did not set Pac up. And I told y'all that, but y'all didn't listen to me. The only thing Stretch was guilty of was still being cool with both sides. That was it. But y'all don't listen to me. Only when somebody else say it, then it makes sense to y'all. Please hit the like button, good people coming through the door. Thank you. That's why I like Death Row East. Because he confirmed just what you said. He confirmed everything I said. The 40 side, where he's talking about 40 side, I didn't like the song that much because he was more, that's more for the young folks. But he's still talking about, where he from. The 40 side of Queens. Then yes, my Cash App is Carcino. The like button is free. You can hit that. My Cash App is Karceno, Carcino. And then you have my Super Chat, which works here now. Definitely. Now let's get into this Eminem song. Now the Eminem song, and I say the Eminem song because that's what everybody else is calling it. EPMD Part 2, the remix. No one is talking about what they should be talking about. What they should be talking about is the fact EPMD was on the records. EPMD, Parrish and Eric was on the record, which I said, man, that would have been dope if they'd have had EPMD on there. I love that record. EPMD, we back in business. Man, that was my joint. And here we go on the remix. Eminem jumps on a track with Nas. And sure enough, it's an added verse. And it is the worst verse I've ever heard in my life. It is one of the worst verses I have heard added to a song in history. It has completely ruined the song. All these people talking about it was the greatest verse. I'm like, the greatest verse? What did he say? What did he say? It was so terrible. He cannot even stay with the beat because this is not the kind of beat Eminem can rap to. He can't rap to this beat. Everybody was better than him. Eric and Parrish was better than him. Nas definitely was better than him. See, this is the thing about Eminem. Eminem has one style of rap, and that is it. As you can notice how the beat goes. EPMD, we back in business. If you don't know how to rap to the beat, you're not gonna sound right. But Eminem can't because his brain can't process how to rap on there. Thanks for the super chat, bro, and I agree. Here's the problem. When you listen to the beat, everybody think about the beat right now. I don't know who the hell that is. But just think about the beat for a minute. now that you're thinking about the beat and the way Nas is rapping on it, Nas is rapping on the 2 and the 4. Now, if you understand what that means and you understand music and you understand rhythm, the 2 and the 4, all right? The 2 and the 4 is what people should be rapping to. That's normally what you rap to. The beat is on the 2 and the 4. Eminem is rapping on the 1 and the 3. Eminem is rapping on the 1 and the 3. Why is that? That's why they don't have rhythm. No one, you don't rap on the 1 and the 3. Nobody drops on the 1. They drop on the 2. 1 and 3 are not. 1 and 3 are not common rhythms, especially in drums and music, period. Everybody goes off the 2 and the 4. Nobody does 1 and 3 except for Caucasians. Sorry. These are just facts. Rock music, 1 and 3. You ever hear a rock song? They go off the 1 and 3. They do not do 2 and 4. James Brown is 2 and 4. Everybody's on the 2 and the 4. See, Eminem brain is not functioning because he is a object-oriented learner. He's not a subject-oriented learner. He learns more from an object. Like he learns more from reading instructions than he does from a person. So 1 and 3 is normally a number that that's a 1 and 3. Two and 4 is this. Now, which one sounds more on rhythm to you? The 2 and the 4, right? 1 and 3 is. And that's how Eminem raps. He raps on a 1-3. And because he raps on a 1-3, and his verses are so long and he tries to make them overcomplicated, he's forgetting he's writing to pen to paper and not to the beat. He doesn't listen to the beat and write the raps. He can't. It's hard for him to do that on a track that's not set up in the format of 1 and 3. So when he does that, because he's writing to a beat he did not create. That's why Eminem was doing his own beats, and all his beats normally suck, and they sound the same. Down on, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. You know, he had the same sound. You knew it was an Eminem beat when you heard it. And this is why his rhymes were going all off beat, all while he was rapping in the song. And I'm just like, he was on beat for a second and he jumped off of it. He's on 1 and 3. I'm like, he's all over the place. Now he's just saying a whole bunch of words really fast. And for what? Caucasians are very analytical, like I said, almost like machine-like, because they're object-oriented learners. That works better for the European system. For them, that's how they've always been. we're mostly subject-oriented learners. We learn more from people than we do from reading the instructions. Sometimes we read the instructions and be like, what the hell are they talking about? Don't make no goddamn sense. Then somebody else is come up and be like, oh, this is what they mean. Do this. And I can do that now. So that's why the song sucked. It was going great until he got on it and ruined the damn song. So he's the only reason this ain't a 4-star album. Now, Rare is a great song. Great song. I love Rare 100%. Got new age flow, new age beat, everything. But it's really not new age to Nas. Nas did this before. So, but this is the best version of it that he's done to date. I love the music video too. And the YKTV with A Boogie, he's like, oh man, and YG, that was a hit. I liked everything about it, the production, and working with Hit Boy, man, this has been a great transition for Nas, who normally had to deal with Salah Remy, and working with him and doing all those different type of weird beats that people just didn't understand. YKTV was never horrible. What in the world y'all talking about? Oh my goodness, y'all need to go back to listen to the songs again. Then you got Store Run. There's another classic song, bringing in the old samples. That's like cruising in your car music for the old heads. It's almost time for the fantasy football draft. Less than 1 hour away. Moments. Moments is like one of my favorite songs, man. That's my cruising in the car, Store Run, Moments. When he's going through all the moments in life. And, this is a grown man's album. You know what I'm saying? This is a peaceful grown man. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Moments. Then Nobody with Lauryn Hill. And did I think Nas wrote Lauryn Hill's verse? Let me think about it. Somebody wrote it. But it wasn't Lauryn. But her flow is what made her great. You know what I'm saying? Lauryn Hill wasn't great because Lauryn Hill wrote raps. She was good at her flow, her delivery, her voice. She could sing like an angel and turn around and drop a verse. I mean, Nas is showing you what rap is supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to be like. Right here. There's growth. There's difference. This album don't sound like somebody else's album. It sounds like an album Nas did. Each song means something. No Phony Love with Charlie Wilson. That's mostly, I'm saying he went through his whole old school moment. Then Brunch on Sundays. I love Brunch on Sundays. Another hit song for me. I was like, I'm loving these songs. This is that peaceful, calm, chill out, play some cards, listen to, the Brunch on Sundays, baby. Another. Right. This is what elder statesmen are supposed to do. But he had to go through life and experience ups and downs to arrive to this point. And then Count Me In. I like that. Count Me In is a nice joint. Like, look, yo, count me in. It's some people, because they rap good, people think they are exceptional people. Nas was running from what he should have been a long time ago. It's just that, like he said, he's under pressure to do all these different things. But he had to experience life and go through it full circle. Now he's a man that's approaching 50. You know, that's the halfway mark. So he's, talking about a man who went through all these things and now he's observing things more. When you get older, you start to observe things more. He's like, man, okay, this is the real value of life. Arriving at this point and, seeing all of these different things transpire, like this is growth. Oh, keeping your composure. Oh yeah. See, that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta keep your composure nowadays. You be wanting to snap, but just keep your composure, man. I mean, for us, we already know it's this younger generation, these millennials. They only if you make a versus battle or something, does something like that even register. Other than that, we wouldn't have heard anything. Yeah, that was a crazy thing. Those horns make the song pop on songs like that. Composure. Now ask yourself, could Eminem make an album like this? No. That's why he could never be king. He never could be a rap god. You could never be anything of that nature. You don't have talking about he's responding. Eminem's responding in the interviews to my video. Everything he was doing was to my video I did when MGK dropped the diss record. He was responding to everything in that video because he sat back and watched it on the video set he was filming with Jordan Lucas. He sat back and watched everything I said about him and was like, "This dude's a fucking moron. Who is this guy? He's a fucking moron." That's what he told somebody about me. So I know what you said, Eminem, because the people were there. I was like, dude, Eminem was talking about you. He was watching your video as if you were live. When I was talking about weird beard, weird beard, weird beard. And he put it all in his diss record. Weird beard, weird beard. He's putting everything in the diss record. So he heard me clearly state why Eminem isn't the best. And I mentioned subject matter. And he got so bothered by that. What is subject matter? What is that? The fact that you had to ask Eminem is the reason why nobody buying and playing your damn records. You think they buying it? No, they're not. Eminem dropped an album. Can nobody in here tell you what the title of that damn thing was? Yo, where's my snare? I know. The first 3 albums was done. He was out of steam. That fourth album came, it was like, oh, he out of steam for real. Encore came, I was off the train. I'm like, that's it. What? I'm gone. Open the doors, I'm out. He's out of juice. He got nothing left. And when you a recluse, like I told people, yeah, exactly. You never hear anybody in the studio go, yo, man, where's my snare? I need more snare in my headphones. I need more snare. Yeah, well, that was because Joyner put that out. Joyner put it out right after they just saw the video.
Ain't no love for the other side. Anyone who ever wants smoke. Join Where's my snare, Marshall?
There's a snare. They said they're out of snares at catering, so we gotta
go get some snares.
we're gonna have to rap with no snares. So they got some nice kick drums though. They got some kick drums over there they're gonna give us, but there's no snares.
So he was sending that message to me. And a lot of people didn't catch that. But I caught it because it was for me. But thank you for watching the video, Em. But you know what I meant. And then when you sat there in front of Sway talking about, then they talking about subject matter. Like what does that even mean? The fact that you had to ask is the reason why you never know. Why you don't have any. Listen to a Nas record and you will understand what subject matter is. See, when you live in the house and don't go outside, it's hard for you to know what subject matter is. If all you did was stay in the house all day, it's hard for you to understand these things. You know, like, you gotta get outside sometimes. You know, look at Ack. Every day he in the basement. In his gaming chair. But now he got a home, right? And what does he do all day? Sitting there in his home, in his gaming chair. I don't really deal with too much of all of that because it's a circus. I don't really want to get into whack because I expect this from him. This is what he do. We spoke on this earlier. We made a video on it when I addressed it because I wanted to address it one time and be done with it. I don't want to dwell on him and definitely what that little midget is doing, that little chipmunk. So I'm glad that he's got his podcast going and he's spending his money that he saved up so he can get everything working. I'm glad. So then he can hope Joe Budden can put him on his, Charlemagne could put him on his little platform. Charlemagne, yeah, put me in the Black Effect. I don't got no sponsors. You ain't got no numbers either, chump. So the fact that you tried to bring Snitch 9 into the game, tried to falsify records, make a fun of people who are no longer here, that stuff isn't acceptable, dog. It ain't acceptable under any standards. So you just as guilty as him because you still riding with a person that's doing that. But Nas is above that. And what ACT represents is hip hop. That stuff isn't really hip hop. It's not really music. He's representing the violence. He's never talking about the songs. He's always talking about such and such don't like such and such, and they gonna retaliate on such and such. That's his thing. He never talks about music and what's dope and what's a good song. Who produced the record? Never gives you any details about the songs ever. He only talks about the negative. So who is more guilty? The people that run over there to go watch that crap he does? Or the person that keeps spewing it out? Because the reason why he's going to keep doing it is because you guys are going to keep not saying nothing about it. So why the hell should he stop? If people going to keep going over there checking him out, he going to keep on talking nonsense. Oh no, I saw you mamas cooking. Draft starts in about 20 minutes. This video's done. So hopefully everybody hit the super chat. They like the video for free. Liking the video costs you nothing. Nas' album is 3.5 stars out of 4. There's only one song that I really don't listen to that much, and that's that 40 side. And then I listen to EPMT 2, and I just skip Eminem's verse. So that's my rating. Eminem has lowered the value of the record. That's right. Carcino, we back in business. I'm just glad Nas is back on track. Nas and Primo album. I don't think they need to do an album together. That stuff is needed for people like Royce. Because I don't think I would want to hear a complete Nas and Primo album. I would like 2 songs of Primo, but a whole album produced by Primo with Nas, yeah, that's good, but it's kind of, Primo's kind of dated. Nas has grown up from that. You know, Hit Boy, that's right about what you need to be working with. Thoughts on Messi, the baby, leaving Barcelona? Yeah, let the baby go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ain't a big Messi fan. I was glad he lost the World Cup to Germany. You weren't going to beat Germany. I want money off that because Messi's a big baby. That's all he does. He's blaming everybody else. It's like, dude, you wanted to be the guy? Don't get me wrong. Messi's got a very quick step, but he likes the ball put in a certain place, and then he can score. He can go one-on-one, boom, score. Does his little Messi move. He's got quick side-to-side, quick shot release. And the fact that he's so small, it helps him. But teams like Germany plays defense to offense. They'll beat you 1-0. You're not going to score a bunch of goals on them. And the more offensive you try to be, the more opportunities you leave open for Germany. Knew they weren't going to win. Germany's fine with a 0-0 game. They going to play defense. They're going to take away what you like to do first. And that's exactly what they did. As soon as Messi got the ball right in his spot, they sent a double team. And they was like, look, one of these bums on your team is going to beat us, but it ain't going to be you. So Messi, the LeBron James of football, he's not Ronaldo. Ronaldo go to World Cup, he put on a show. Well, let me get ready for this draft. Christian's already talking crap. Let me get in there. It's 15 minutes to showtime, and I'm still going to beat him. I know my draft order. I picked 13, so I'm already good. But we'll see. Let's go!